Hi everybody, this is Jesse Peppy Parke coming to you all the way live from Ari Bar and Grill. We are celebrating Mother's Day. It's a pre-Mother's Day event called For the Love of Mothers on a Mission. Join us for this episode. It's going to be amazing. So Brother Farouk, thank you so much for coming to the show.
To be in these places at the time that. So yeah, I'm in the right place at the right time.
Hear what happened now? I told you the Jamaican accent was going to come out. I'd love to be able to name all the bands, and I can. But I know I'm going to miss.
You've been called selfless, you've been called kind, loving, all kinds of stuff. We know you're passionate about.
Talk about your little 10-month-old son. Yeah. Talk about that. Your pride and joy, of course.
I love my son. His name is Jawari, and he was born on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Put your hands together one more time. So, alright, okay, I have to ask a question. How many people, is it the first time that you've been to a Peppy Entertainment and Promotions event? By a show of hands. First time. Okay, how many people is the first time you've been to Irie Bar and Grill? Show of hands. Alright, so we're going to change that. You're no longer a guest, you're family, alright? So when somebody comes up and speak, just honor them by clapping. That's all you gotta do, because everybody's working hard tonight. So put your hands together for Selector Fabulous. Alright, okay. So we want to give special thanks to Tony Duggar, who is doing the photography. Tony is my co-worker. For those of you who don't know, yes, I do have a day job. And Tony works with me. And then we also want to big up Blind Vision, who is the brother of Alonzo of Mad FM. And then you know what? I'm going to call him out because he had a birthday yesterday. I know he's holding it down, and I'm going to have someone sing happy birthday later on, but I want you to put your hands together for my co-producer, Alonzo Lewis of Mad FM, just had a birthday yesterday. All right, so all the sponsors, well, not all of them are here tonight. There are about 4 of them who are here tonight. You're going to see a fashion show from ITES International, African-inspired, beautiful. We want you to support the sponsors, all right? If you can't support them tonight, support them another time. But they're not just here to show off what they got. They need your support. And there is a rumor going around that blacks don't support blacks. Anybody heard that rumor? Alright, so we are going to dispel that myth. I think it's really a myth.
Yeah, we got to change that.
We have to change that. Alright, so if you like what you see tonight, even if you don't like it, for whatever reason, I wouldn't know, just tell somebody and please support the sponsors. You're going to see this dynamic fashion show. You're going to see Pamela present from her book that's called Barrel Child. A lot of you will be able to relate to the story. Buy a book. Give it to your kids. Give it to your cousin. Give it to your mom. Support an author, okay? You're going to see Deborah, who came all the way from New Jersey. She has a boutique. Beautiful stuff. If you haven't looked at it, we're going to have an intermission. Just take a look. Buy something. Prices start from $10. If you didn't bring cash, we have credit card machine. Don't worry about that. You understand me? You're going to see stuff from GIG Baked Goods. Anybody loves cookies? Anybody got a sweet tooth?
Yes, that's
Alright, so you're going to check out Green Tea. And of course, you're also going to hear from some sponsors who are not here, but we want you to support them if you can.
Yeah, good. So, just to give you a quick little synopsis, I got this idea in October. I am a mother of 6. Everybody say 6. 6. Baby and 6. That's 3 kids, 2 cats, 1 dog, and my husband. And that's 6. Is that 6? That's 7. My God, everybody say 7. 7. Just a little taste. You got to love yourself, yeah, in order to love anyone else. Well, you got to love who you are, 'cause you are a shining star. So there you go. Some support. The cookies start at $1.50. I also have jars. I also have my CDs. Did I say I have a family of 7?
Yeah.
Did I say I was a newlywed?
Yeah.
Did I say I was an independent artist?
Absolutely.
Did I say I was doing music full time?
Yeah.
Okay, I covered all this. Thank y'all so much.
I'm K. Marshall, author of Barrel Child novel, and also a mother of 3. I'm a mother of 3. all grown now, so I'm allowed, this is my opportunity to do the things that I've always wanted to do. So I've decided that I'm going to be writing a novel called Viral Child. After living in Brooklyn, and it's an immigrant town, you meet Caribbean people from all over. And when you go from household to household, there's a barrel in every corner, trying to pull stuff up to send back home. So, while living there in Brooklyn, I keep meeting mothers, mostly mothers, and the first thing they would say, wow, I sent for my child, and that child is so ungrateful. But, they would cry to you, because they say, I work hard, most mothers, you have to work, domestic worker, to get a sponsorship, take 10, 12 years, and some parents were able to keep contact with their children and build a rapport, while others didn't. And it depends. Most mothers, they do what they can with what they have, and how they were taught to be mothers. Because it's all cultural. So and then going forward, you meet the children now, and they would say, wow, I can't stand my mother. She wants to tell me what to do. When to come home. So there's a disconnect between the children and the mothers. They've been gone 10, 12, 15 years, and now the child is here. So if you leave a 5-year-old and you've gone 15 years, by the time you come back, you have a 19-year-old. And most mothers, they're stuck, and fathers too, they're stuck in the age of development which they leave their child. So, they didn't really build a rapport. So, just get from bad to worse, and it's all cultural. So, like going to see counseling is all new to us Caribbean immigrants. And even for the people that are from the South. You travel up from South to North, you send back your packages, you send remittance. So that's the way, more or less, the Caribbean countries, especially from Jamaica. Everybody in Jamaica have remittance. The MoneyGram line is long. The Western Union line long. The barrels come like twice a year. Christmas, line long. Take you days to clear the barrel, and everything comes in the barrel. So the barrel really is a symbolism of what of what the absentee parents can do. So anyway. My book, Viral Child, is a Jamaican story. It's written in the first person, and the story is about a young girl coming for the first time to the United States to meet her mother after a 14-year absence. And I'm just going to read a brief excerpt about some of the things that happen when mother meets daughter for the first time. Okay? She said, it was Mommy's day off from work, so she was still home. There must be all sorts of things you need, she said to me as I entered the living room. This is Sarah speaking, the main character. Make a list and we'll have a big shopping day. We went to the mall and I could not believe how big the stores were compared to those in Jamaica. They had a variety of everything. I picked up shoes, winter clothes, and some other random items, and Mommy said yes, just about everything I picked up. We had more bags than ants. We could have stayed longer, but Mommy glanced at her watch and saw that it was almost time for school to let out. The twins rode the bus home. That now, Sarah, the main character, she comes to the United States, and now she has a whole new family, right? For the people who came up, most time you have a new brother and sister. So it's not uncommon, right? So she said, the twins rode the bus home, but Mommy didn't think they were old enough to be left alone yet, so she wanted to beat the bus back to the house. As we rushed home, memories of her absence flashed through my mind. She was speeding so that my brothers wouldn't be left without her for 5 minutes, yet she kept an ocean between us for 14 years. This irritated me more than I expected it to, and I even started to get angry. On the way home, I did not know what came over me, but I decided that it was time to confront Mommy. Mommy, why did you take so long to come get me from Jamaica? I would have gotten here earlier if I could. She snapped at me, looking startled by the question. Well, you seem to be doing pretty good for yourself. Why didn't you send for me earlier or at least come to visit? I snapped back at her. I was your first child. Do you know how many times I cried for you? The barrels were nice, but all I ever wanted was you. I did my best for you, she said, but you were never there. Was I just your barrel child, someone you could buy things for but never had to care for? Now is not the time or place to discuss this, Mommy said sternly, abruptly ending the conversation. I decided from now on I would make her life a living hell. And the saga continued. So my book, Barrel Child and Novel, is available on Amazon.com, on my website. I have books for sale here also. And they're like $15.99. And I have a sequel coming out pretty soon. So, you know it goes. You have to support the writer. So don't complain when somebody else writes your story, okay? So we're here writing your story, and it will be, as Caribbean immigrants and immigrants all over. So, we're asking for all your support. Thank you.
Check. Ron, did you like that? Yeah. Can anybody relate to that story?
Yeah.
I'll tell you that I never heard the term barrel child before. I was fortunate that I grew up with my moms and stuff, and my sister was the first one to leave Jamaica to live in Canada, and she never sent a barrel. She came to visit us instead. But then I understood the concept from reading the book, so thank you very much for that. Put your hands together one more time for Miss Pamela K. Marshall. Now, I took the mic because I want to introduce this young lady who is coming to the podium. She's a friend of me. I think our friendship dates back to 15 years. Alright, I met her in a chat room called Black. Is it Black Planet or Black Voices? One of them. Anybody know those chat rooms back in the days? I was still living in Jamaica. I was working at what is now called Lime. It was Cable and Wireless, it was TOJ, it was Jamaica Telephone Company. Killing time, went to this chat room, met Debbie and a bunch of people who are still my friends to this day. Alright, so you can't trust people who you meet on the internet. We became very, very good friends. Her cousin and I still do business. Brian Lejeune from Caribbean Stevie. I don't know if some of you may relate to that. Turns out that I am the godmother of one of her daughters. I haven't seen her in like maybe 7 years, but we've stayed connected. And she said, you know what, I have this new business. I want to come to DC, spread my wings. And I said, why don't you come and check this out? So my point is to say, it's my privilege to welcome my friend, someone who you're going to just know, and I hope she'll become your friend based on what she has to offer. Mother on a mission, Miss Deborah Miller. Put your hands together.
Good evening. As Rosie introduced me, my name is Deborah. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm a mother of 3 girls, and the grandmother of 1 princess. I started my business about 3.5 years ago, and it was really just like a hobby at first, because I was going to school full-time, working full-time, and I just wanted something else to preoccupy my time. I don't know how with 3 kids, but I managed to do that, and the business has done very well. I sell jewelry. I just started with some pocketbooks and men's items as well. There's items to fit everybody's pocket, as Rosie mentioned earlier. It's from like maybe $10 items all the way up to, there's pocketbooks for like $45. So come over, take a look, see if something you might be interested in.
My mother begged me stay far from them people. She said them snake in the grass, but them tiny like weevil. My mother begged me stay far from the whole of them. She said in front your face, them smile behind them causing problems. My mother begged me stay far from them people. She said them snake in the grass, but them tiny like weevil. And weevils are some small little insects that you can't seem to get rid of them. My mother begged me stay far from the whole of them. She said them smile in front your face, behind your back they causing problems. First verse. My mother tell me, say, she don't like how the boy a talk. She said, in future look bright, but in past must be dark. Me say, mommy, cool, everything relax. Me don't know Mikey lifestyle for a year and a half. She says, son, there's something about him me can't understand. She want to know if he married, have kids, what's his occupation. Fast forward now. 2 weeks later, Mr. Mikey facing a paper. We get charged for grand larceny and murder. Me run back on my woman yard and tell her she was right all along. I should have took her advice. My mother begged me stay far from them people. She said them snake in the grass, but them tiny like weevil.
Alright, so what we want to do, this show is really about mothers on a mission, but we are nothing without the men who also support us. We wouldn't be mothers by ourselves, right? Because we needed the man, so you understand, we're forgetting all of that. So we want to make sure that the male energy is also here. We have another dynamic, actually 2 more male performers that we're going to have, but we are getting ready now for some fashion. Anybody likes fashion? Seriously, really? Is there anybody who likes fashion? Okay, I see what's up. I gotta bring up my other personality to get some. You understand me? Alright, so ITES International African-inspired fashions. I met her in 2010 when I was launching Pep Talk, and her daughter, Sensilo, who is the daughter of living legend Bunny Wailer, came in to perform at the Institute of Caribbean Studies anniversary gala. And so I interviewed her, and then that's how the connection was made. Since then, I have worn her clothing to a lot of stuff. If you're watching Pep Talk, you'll see me in her stuff. I've worn it to weddings. I would say bar mitzvah, but I'd be lying. Poetry events, all kinds of stuff. Very, very easy. All kinds of fashions which you are going to see tonight. Again, if you want to purchase something, she has some stuff here for sale. She does have a website. Please support what you're seeing. We want to big up all the models who are going to hit the stage. And without further ado, we're going to keep it rolling. Are you ready, Madam? Let's go. It's best when you see them on the models, okay? Remember, ITES International does fashion in every size. That's why we try to show the models varying from size 2 upward. She does plus sizes, negative sizes, all kinds of sizes, so you have no excuse. If you'd like to purchase something, just go ahead. I'm trying to kill time while they come out with the next segment, so let me see who I can pick on. Alright, so I know who I'm going to pick on. So when I decided to do this event, I realized that I personally know a lot of mothers who are on a mission. Some of them are here tonight, a lot of them are not. I'm going to call them out because I've seen them doing great work in the community. I want Nadia, I want Danita, I want Gemma. No, hold on a second. Yeah, we're just doing a break. And I want Fiona just to come real quickly while the models come for the second set. Real quickly, Nadia, Danita, Gemma, and Fiona. That's Fiona Wright of Caribbean Vibes Radio. It's important that I highlight these women tonight because I've been looking at them sometimes from a distance. Sometimes I'm all up in their faces, trying to encourage them, trying to support them. They've been doing really great work in the community, and I think it's pertinent that you hear a little bit. So I'm just going to say a few words about each of them, and they may have a few words that they want to say themselves. I'm going to start right here with what's your name again? Okay, I'm Sarah. Danita Bennett, she is a parent. She lives in Ward 7 in the Kenilworth area. I met her a few years ago at an exercise class, I believe. She's instrumental in getting a lot of people in Ward 7 to work out. She was just recently awarded a Parent Leadership Award for Outstanding Parent, and she's a single mom. Put your hands together for that, because that is no easy feat. Apart from all of that, she can cook. She's a caterer and I cook. And for me to bring in another chef in my kitchen is major because I think I'm the, you know what I'm saying? and she cooks really well, and she's really a nice person. So put your hands together for Mother on a Mission, Denita Bennett.
Thank you, Rosie. I would not be where I am today without having wonderful women in my life, wonderful supporters, and since I've met Rosie, she has been instrumental in everything I do. So thank you, thanks for having me, and I say big up to all the moms.
Alright, that was Denita. Now this lady right here. So I was doing the exercise class with Denita, who was instrumental in us getting funded, by the way. And then here comes this woman in the class, and she's like, Peppy, I've heard so much about you. I'm so excited. I want to work up, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, she did her Zumba certification. She is now teaching classes in Ward 7. Seriously, put your hands together. And that's only a little piece of it. Now she has this little daughter that I'm so in love with, Raynell, right there in the red dress. And we went hiking recently, and Raynell was our baddest hiker. I am not kidding. She was running up the mountain like it was nobody's business. But my point is that Nadia has created an environment where women are now inspired to think more about their fitness and wellness, because she's very inspiring, she's kind, she's loving, she's giving, and she's an exceptional mom. Put your hands together for Nadia McNeil Dyson.
Hi, good evening everyone, greetings, and thanks to Rosie, a phenomenal mom, for the opportunity to be here this evening. I'm here with my daughter and my husband, Kevin. And it's been a pleasure and an inspiring journey since I met Rosie last year. As she indicated, I recently received my Zumba license to teach Zumba. I'm on my way to getting my overall group fitness instructor certification so that I can really do it on a big thing. Thank you very much. I also do sister locks as a sister lock consultant, and which I tremendously enjoy, allowing women who are on the natural path to flash it, work it out. I saw another sister in here who
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Because they know what Trini does look. And they like what Trini does cook. And they like to get Trini talk. And they like Trini woman walk. And we make us company.
Actually, I don't have the six-pack anymore, so I can't rock that one. This one I think I can wear with some specs. Alright, so where's Sequoia? Come here, real quick. So these are all our models. Can you just tell them who you are, so I don't have to tell them?
Tracy Antoinette Bishop, Jasmine Parke,
Peppy Parke,
Iville Solder,
Adina Davis,
Akiza Jones,
and the illustrious Sequoia Davis. The fashion designer put their hands together. So tell us a little bit. So this is what a pep talk would look like if we were doing a pep talk. Welcome to Pep Talk, everyone. My name is Rosie Parke, coming to you live, all the way live from Ivory Bar and Grill in Woodmore Town Shopping Center. Here with me is Sequoia Davis of Heights International, just at the fashion show. What inspires you, Sequoia?
You see, when I was little, like, right, I used to like play with my doll, right, and then,
they're recording. We'll let this out. But seriously, what inspired?
that's my other business. I wanted to be a comedian. Can I make any money? Let me know. Now, let me know. Okay, good. So I got a nice job. Basically, fashion and I have an interesting relationship. It's like a man that's good but not so good. So it's like on, and then sometimes you have to leave him a little bit, and then you can't do without him, so you get back. Y'all know, right? Don't act like you don't know. I know you know. Men know and women know. So it's the same thing. I started sewing when I was 12. it took over my life. When my kids were little, it was all I did, and even though I was there with them, I wasn't there with them. And so my son threatened to sue me and call the police because he felt he wasn't being parented, literally. And when the Chinese started imitating African clothes, I don't know if any of you remember that, it got really difficult. So a lot of people went out of business, boutiques went out of business, African shops went out of business, and I decided to stop and focus on my kids. I did other things, and you know, I came back to it because it's a good man. You know, he got his issues, but he's still a good man. So I do African fashion because it becomes more than just fashion. Fashion is something that we all have to wear. You can't leave your home without clothes, right? So you have to wear something when you get up in the morning. So even though we tend to think that fashion is trivial, it really isn't. It's really an integral part of our lives. And then it becomes bigger than just clothes because it's part of your image. It's part of who you present yourself to the public as. And a lot of us hide behind clothes. A lot of us try to project other images of ourselves through our clothes. And then there is also times that you wear yourself. And I feel in African fashions, and a lot of my clients tell me, we feel like we're wearing ourselves because this is our art. And if I don't do it and everybody else stops doing it, then the next generation doesn't know that there is something tangible in African art. Like this dress, the fabric made the dress. You know what I'm saying? When I get that piece of fabric, I have to design something around that fabric. So I tend to have sort of simple cuts because I'm working with the fabric more than I'm trying to make the fabric work with me. You know what I'm saying? But I design these clothes for us because I feel when we wear these clothes, we're wearing ourselves. And it's something that we need to invest in ourselves. We need to invest in our culture, and we need to make our culture part of what we do. You know, it's not just something we visit, you know, a couple times a year, or we do in February because it's Black History Month. No, it's part of who we are. I do vests, I do jackets, I do things for men as well as women. I've designed for almost every reggae artist has worn my stuff. You know, even in America, I've had Stevie Wonder, I've had Avery, the father from Will Smith. I've had Jeremiah Walker, who had that interesting issue with President Obama, has worn my coat. So people, you know, wear these clothes because it's part of who you are. It's bigger than just an adornment. Okay? Thank you. Anyway, to say, support it. Support yourself.
Beautiful. One more time for Sequoia and the models. Wait, don't trip. We're not. Hold on a second.
And I really want you to give an extra hand to these models because they volunteered. Tracy came to use the bathroom and we enlisted her. That's how she got the job.
Thank you so much. She put me up here now to keep you guys thinking and believing that I'm up here. So my name is Micheline Bowman, and yes, I do believe that everything is connected in the universe, and you just have to wake up and figure it out each day. I always say to myself that the people that I want to meet, I claim that I've already met them. So when I meet them, it's like I already know who they are. I'm not all starstruck and thinking, oh my gosh, I already decided who I was and what I was going to do. And when I met Peppy or Rosie or Pep Talk and everything else they call you, I was asked to speak at an event because I believe in my heart that my voice and speaking, that's my gift. And we all have a gift inside. It doesn't matter if you're 10 or 20, 30, 40. Living your gift and your purpose in life makes life so much better each and every day. So I tell people, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you wake up, I'm sorry. If you wake up and you're able to experience and live, that's your gift. Life is your gift. And I discovered that my gift was talking pretty much, I guess, out of my mother's womb. Because as a child, I was always told, be quiet, stop talking, you talk too much, go sit down, read a book. And that's what I did. I sat down, I didn't talk, and I read books, and I wrote. And something about being by yourself and having a chance to talk and write down the words you can't say, that to me made me feel like, you know what, one day when I'm old enough and I can talk and I'm not being told shut up, be quiet, I'm going to talk. So pretty much all my life, that's what I've been doing is talking. And when I talk to people, I give them a little bit about me so you can understand my walk and my journey. Because my walk and my journey is no different than anybody's walk and journey here. Because I already decided that I'm the author of my life. And if I don't like something, I just erase it and I start all over and I do it again.
Like forgive me, forgive me.
Marlon Batik, Richard Nelson, Lorenzo Ortaga, Richard Semper. Of course, we want to big up Pixie Works, Tony Duggar, Louis Buchanan, all the media folks, and everyone who came out to celebrate Mothers on a Mission. Keep it locked to everything PeppyPromotions.com for another event, and keep watching Pep Talk TV.
Yes. 9 months she carry me. She never mind me through no charity. Can't stop the love she have for me. Her blessing is prosperity. Oh mama, love you mama, love you mama.